Little louder. Wonderful.
I came here because of my son, who is a homeopath, Dr. Jayesh Shah, and my daughter, Dr. Jayesh Shah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Welcome, Jagdish.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gauran and I'm here as a resident doctor, and I'm seeing something like that for the first time in my life, and I'm very excited.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Fantastic.
My name is Lakshmi Narayan Vyas. I was in the general insurance industry. I retired 15 years back.
Okay.
And I have come here to know something new about life.
Wonderful. Wonderful. This is the right place.
I'm Dr. Devansha. I'm working here as a resident doctor.
No help. Let her. It's her ball. Let her manage her ball. Very good. Very good. Very good.
This is Usha Vyas. I was working for general insurance industry. Now I am retired since last 15 years and just working as a housewife.
Wonderful.
I'm working here as a resident and I'm here just to experience something new.
Wonderful. Aram se, take your time. All the time is there.
As patient of Dr. Jayesh Shah, I have seen him after many years, I think.
Okay.
And so I am very much pleased. He looks as if he was before 25 years. I dreamed to be a doctor and I couldn't. So I made my son doctor. He is nephrologist in Hinduja Hospital, Dr. Jatin Kotari. They all know Jayesh, but he is our family doctor, I can say.
So, okay, the first thing what we learned, that each one of us is playing with the ball like this almost. Could you see? Yes. Most people are playing with the ball like this. And why are they playing with the ball like this?
Common and comfortable.
Why are we playing with the ball like this?
Just to relax. Action and reaction I call. Action and reaction I call. And opposite. Action and reaction.
Why am I not playing with the ball like this? Why are we playing with the ball like this? Why are we not playing with the ball like this?
It is easy to concentration on the outside.
Why am I not playing with the ball like this? Why am I not playing with the ball like this? Think.
To save ourselves from the...
Save? This ball is very innocent. It's wonderful. It's like a love. Good. And this?
Oh, I did not see that.
I cannot. We'll see by evening. Okay. So the first thing that you understand is that there are 3 dimensions. One is the upper dimension. Yes. Then you see that there is a middle dimension. And then there is a lower dimension. Yes? And then there is a right dimension. And then there is a... I'm confused between left and right, so don't worry. Okay? I never understand what is left and right. Doesn't matter. That's the reason why I'm successful. Okay. Then there are many other spaces around, right? In between this. So there is how much space around us. And all we do is, we only use... Think in your life, how much space have you used? You have only used... You never know what's happening here. यहाँ की तो बात सोच ही नहीं सकते हैं. What is here? So we are all existing in this small world. We only use this part of our consciousness. And then we complain that I am limited. When your energy remains only in this dimension, only in this much area of your life, have you not been limited all your life?
Yes.
So you create that limitation by not being aware of many other dimensions. How often we work here like this? Or like this. I think if I make you lie down on the floor and hit the ball with your head and chase it rolling on the floor, in 1 hour you will be healed. Yeah. Not to take any trouble, more easy. When you want to be very easy and not to take trouble, what happens? You become limited. Yes? Yes. You are happy, but you have to pay such a price that you have to get your knees replaced. Is that happiness? Or is that laziness? Or is that living in a closed room? Do you want light? The first thing I said, connect with light. You want to live in a closed room, or you want to be open? You want to connect? How does it feel living your life only in this much space? Because in this much space, you will only complain. Yes. You're happy, but you can see that your knees were not happy. They got stiff. They got sick. Yeah, but the knees get stiff because you did not move them enough. Are you there? What I'm saying? You have to be aware that your knees are the way they are because you told them, I'm happy in this room. What will happen? एक फूल है जिसको लाइट चाहिए, मूवमेंट चाहिए, उसको आप एक बंद कमरे में रख दो, क्या होएगा? There is a horse, there is a cat, there is a dog. Are we as human beings supposed to remain in one room? Do you think so? Are we made to live? God has made us so that we live only in one room? You think so? God has not made us to live in this one room. So we need to look at क्यों हम इतने limited हैं, क्यों हमारी life में possibilities नहीं होती हैं, why we are so limited. Is there a chance that my life can open a little bit? Do I want to consider to break through my limitations? Yes? So the first thing is awareness of space. Upper space, lower space, right space, left space, yes? Down space, all kinds of space. Yes? So what we do is, we are going to pass the ball, play a little bit, see if you can explore the space, and then we go further. Just explore all the areas, whatever you can. Go up, go down. See how it feels, using the upper space, middle space, lower space. See, the ball keeps you excited, keeps you interested in your life. If you remain disinterested, you fall sick. That's the best way to invite doctors. I really hate medical doctors, including my own self who is a doctor. I don't like the doctor part of my own self. Wonderful, very good. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to pass the ball at the lowest most level. Just pass the ball at the lowest most level. Let us use the lower space. Okay. Doesn't matter. You can, who cannot bend can stand, no problem. If there is a genuine knee problem, no problem.
Awesome.
Yes, fast. Come on, quick. And experience how you feel when you are using the lower space.
प्रतीक कम दे साइड ना, उनको बोलो इधर आ जाए थोड़ा सा.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Wonderful. 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 Okay. just to know that, we need to explore more than what we are, okay? The second thing what I want to say is that there is nobody old and there is nobody young here. Yes? We can get you one chair, no problem. We'll get you one chair. Nobody is here young and nobody here is old. One more chair maybe for him. Yeah, he'll get one chair. One thing that we need to understand is that there is one reason why all of us are here. Can somebody tell me what is the reason why all of us are here? What do you think? Why are you here? Son? To know something. Very important what she is saying. To know something. What is the meaning of to know something? Means we are all seekers. Yes? What are we doing? We are seeking. Yes? And to be in that mode of seeking is not a quality of an old person. It is the quality of a young person. And it is that young within us, that youth within us, there is one part of us which is still like a child. How old we grow, but it's still like a child, right? Curiosity is there. That's the part that never ever gets old. It is not necessary that when you get old you have to remain in a room, and it is not necessary that you don't have to think about sexuality, and that you don't have to think about a ball, or you don't have to think about playing, or you don't have to think about movie. There are no such rules laid down anywhere. In fact, I have seen that people who age are much more wiser and much more like a child in many ways. When you pass a certain age, you become more like a child. How many can relate to this? Can any of you relate to this, what I am saying? Sometimes you become more like a child. In my practice, I have seen that old people and children are like similar.
It's true.
Very often I give old people the same medicines which I give children. So there is a fond of food, so many things, So what essentially I see is that we are all seekers, and we seek because deep down we are all mature souls. We are all evolved souls. Only evolved souls, old souls, mature souls are seekers. So in that way, all these so-called young people are also old and matured souls. That is the only reason why they come to seek. To find something new, to look for some opening, some door. What usually happens is that our life is very, very monotonous, as she said, limited, like her knee joint. This knee joint we need to energize today. Okay? That is so limited that it doesn't want to experience, doesn't want to have an anubhav of anything else. How many of you have experienced that life, everything that happens in our life is so same? Somehow nothing new seems to happen in our life. There is nothing new that we experience. There is nothing new that we see. How many of you see new things every day? How many of you experience new things every day? Honestly tell me. If you catch your relationships with your husband, with your wife, with your children, don't you think it's exactly the same for years and years and years? When you sit on the dining table, exactly the same thing happens each and every day. The same anger, the same fear, the same whatever. The same rik-chik, the same kit-kit, the same shikwa gile, the same love, the same complaints, the same taste, the same everything. We never think that my life has gone by and still everything is just the same. The same temple, the same God, the relationship with God also is just the same. God भी बोर हो जाता है कि ये लोग कुछ नया क्यों नहीं करते? Have you ever discovered a newer way of praying? If you are taught this Kamasana, you only do that. As if the God doesn't know any other language. So, this sameness, why is there this sameness? This is what we need to investigate. When this sameness goes away, anybody who is same, that includes me, myself and all these, my colleagues who are here, they are all really old. I see them as old as anybody. In that sense, सटिया गए हैं, वो एक का एक ही करते हैं. They change, they will leave this other song and go away. I don't know if I'm going to be responsible for breaking this other song. So we want to examine. What do we want to examine? We want to examine possibilities. Yes? We don't open doors to possibilities. And because of that, very often, no new doors open in our life. Can some of you share something? How are you feeling in this moment? Give some feedback.
Mike.
Can I say something?
Yes, please. Tell your name again so that little my memory is like a very old person.
I am Mrs. Shaila John.
Shaila John. Welcome, Shaila.
I have been working in a bank. I retired from the bank also. And I think my life was the sameness until I retired and I got a granddaughter. Today she is 3 years. She makes me play with her the games she wants to. She makes me the characters, these cartoon characters. And I have to act like them the way they act in the TV.
Wonderful.
Another thing is I have a pet which my daughter gave me as a retirement gift. Playing with him with a ball, I remembered, playing with him, makes me a totally changed person. So that's the difference in my life. I realized after I retired and acting like a child, being a child with her.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So what we learn here is when she gave up her old way of banking and working in the bank.
A serious person.
Yeah.
Always worried.
Always serious, always worried. Jabhi tak wo, that she was in the locker of the bank.
Yes.
No doors open for her. Like this, we all of us are somewhere, locked somewhere, in some strange place. As she says, I'm happy with it. But actually, deep down, our Atma is not happy with it. Yeah? Yeah.
कुछ नहीं करने का तो बोलता
Yeah. Who else would like to share? Please.
You want to chair?
Oh, he will sit. You will fly. You are already a miracle.
I don't know.
Please share what is your name. Please.
Jayesh Shah.
Can take the mic closer, please.
I'm Jayesh Shah. I had a right knee problem. Where doctor is helping me to recover.
Good. How is your recovery?
About 40 to
50%. Good. Oh. Good. So anybody else would like to share what we were talking about? Just say something, no? Add something. Can you relate to what I am saying? Okay. Good. So what we would like to do now is, we will maybe go and sit there, okay? And then we'll see when we come back again to more activities. So we can go and sit there, and maybe whoever is new can introduce themselves. Please come. Please.
I'm Dr. Islami. I'm Dr. Islami, a general practitioner.
Welcome, Bindu. Welcome. So far what we did was, we spent last 1 hour trying to learn from this ball. Yes? And this ball taught us a lot. And what we understood is, because they are late, I'll just sum it up for them, that there are 3 areas of physical spaces. You can go again: the upper space, the middle space, and the lower space. The left, the right, and all this space that is around us. Yes? But if we see, then we use only this part of our state. All the work we do is only in this area. If you look at your life, your focus has been only on this. Yes? How much have you used the upper space? How much are you aware of this lower space? How much are you aware of the back space? This is one area which you are completely unaware of. If you just take a ball and play like this, how I am playing? Believe me, it feels so different. And it feels so new, so simple. Do this and you will be healed. You won't need to go to a doctor. This will open wisdom which is beyond your imagination. Gradually you will start connecting with this. Are you there? Even this sound which is coming, believe me, in this moment, I'm feeling so good. Because I feel now I know this. Now I have reached to one more new area of my life. How many of you are aware of this part of your being? Is this not a space around you? Is it or not? Do I need to see whether I am holding the ball? Did I drop it any time? No. Why did I not drop it?
Once you're aware of it now.
Practice.
There is no practice. I don't practice this.
You know it's there and it's going to be safe.
Yeah, you know
That's
it.
the no.
Because you know. But you have blocked this part out of you. Yeah, because all these years you have not done it, so it's all frozen. With this situation, one day you will not be able to do anything on your own. You will be completely dependent. We don't want to be dependent, right? We want to open doors for us. So we were talking how we can open more doors and how we are so limited that we see only this much. And everything in our life that happens is so monotonous. Nothing new happens in my life. Many times when I am free, I only think how boring a person I am. If there is most boring person on this earth, it must be me. Because there is nothing new. I am much more older than many of you who are here. And I just keep doing the same thing every day in my clinic. This kind of seminars help me more than what is going to help you. Because here I get a chance not to be a doctor. Yes? So we go there. होगा अगर पानी को मूव नहीं करेंगे तो क्या होएगा? बास मारेगा, सड़ेगा, उसमें जर्म्स होएगा, फंगस होएगा, सब होएगा. Okay? So the first thing I want is move. So you are not going to sit where you were sitting in the morning. Move, move. All of you move, move and sit with somebody with whom you were not sitting before. Just move. Don't be in that stagnated place where you have been lying all your life. Leave your colleagues. Go and sit with others. Sit with people. Just move in the room. Just get the energy moving. Movement is health. You can see how monotonous our mind is. आके ऐसे जहाँ बैठे थे जाके वुप बैठ गए. बस वहाँ बैठे तो कभी जिंदगी में हिलोगे ही नहीं. That is how the nature of our inner being is. What is this state called? There are two states. The first state I would call as sleeping. सोए हैं, जागना नहीं है. That is sleeping. और sleeping के बाद का state है seeking. Right? We have come here to seek. So we want to get up from that sleep. If we were not seekers, we wouldn't have come here. But we alternate between seeking and sleeping. And we try to seek sleeping. This is the whole thing. So from sleeping, we want to go into seeking, right?
Hello, good morning everybody. As I said, my name is Dr. Pratik Desai and I welcome you.
Just have it up.
I welcome you, all of you. Just before we start introducing what homeopathy is all about, and to like show some cases, just go one slide back. I am going to give you some exercise that all of you need to attempt. Just pass this.
Give some here.
Yeah.
It's okay. This is for you.
This exercise is called 9-dot exercise, where you have to connect all 9 dots with 4 continuous lines. I am just drawing over here. Can you see all these 9 dots?
Make the 9 dots.
Make all 9 dots connected with 4 continuous lines without lifting your pen. If you don't ever just wait for a pen.
They need pens.
Yeah. Yeah. Repeat the instructions once again. You have to connect all these 9 dots with 4 continuous lines. Means once you start, you cannot pick your pen up. पेन को उठाए बगैर all these 9 dots को आपको कनेक्ट करना है 4 लाइन से. No, this is the rules. This is the game. This is the rule. You have to follow the rule. Yeah. Do not copy from your colleague. Be original. You have 7 minutes to do this exercise.
You can try as many times.
Yeah, you can try multiple times. It's not an issue.
Lifeline.
No lifeline.
Like example,
Yeah, you can make attempt. No?
You can try now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
See this.
1,
2, 3. But it's not continuous.
It's not continuous. You cannot leave the pen. Once you start, continuous 4 lines. 4 continuous lines.
But this dot is not connected with the 4 lines.
What I said, 4 continuous lines. एक बार शुरू किया पेन तो पेन उठाना नहीं है आपको. Just make an attempt. No? Anyone who has finished, you can come to the whiteboard. Just this exercise in continuation, what we did in the morning. Only 4 lines, yes. 4 continuous lines, you have to connect all these 9 dots. Means what? You have to connect all 9 dots. That's the meaning of 4 continuous lines. That's the meaning. You have to connect. See. Make attempt. One more attempt. See if you can find out some new solution. This is the puzzle. 5 चाहिए, 4 में नहीं. Okay. Can anyone come over here on a whiteboard and just make it?
You can go this way also.
Whatever you. So this is 1. Yes. 2. Very good. 3, 4. Yes.
एक एक्स्ट्रा चाहिए. लाइफलाइन चाहिए.
You made up 5 lines to connect all. The rule is 4. Good attempt. No, you cannot leave the pen.
First I start this.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well
Got this.
Yeah. Just I will make it once again. Yeah, you did it. Correct.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah, wow. We all try to find the solution from this box. Now see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Very good.
It happens?
Yeah.
All 9 doors are covered. What we do, we have already draw a line.
इसके बाद नहीं आना.
Without my saying, क्या मैंने आपको बोला कि आप इस बाउंड्री को क्रॉस नहीं कर सकते? But it is already our mind, our education, our upbringing is so much fixed that we have to find the solution from this given box. So all our disease, disappointment, sadness, everything is this box, and box limits us the way we think. This box limit the possibility. As like sir has said rightly in the morning, that we use our space very limited, and we are so much accustomed to that we can't think beyond this possibility. And many times the solutions are lies outside those box. Possibilities are there outside this given mind framework.
I'll just like to add something.
Yes, sure.
एक बार once a very old priest father was sitting in a bus, and he was very wise man and very kind and nice father of the church. He was sitting in the church, in the bus, and next to him comes and sits one hippie. You know how hippies used to be once upon a time. उसकी दाढ़ी बहुत लंबी, ऐसे जन्म से उसने स्नान नहीं किया था. He was in torn clothes and all those holes in his pants, and he had only one shoe in his leg. Okay, so the father asked him, "My dear son, it looks like you have lost one of your shoes." So he said, "No, father, I found one." The question is that the moment you see that one shoe is not there, you take it for granted that एक shoe गुम गया है. You can never imagine कि एक shoe मिला है. Are you there? So our mind is so fixed and so conditioned to see it as one shoe lost. Are you there? That is the only way we observe reality. Once I was in a science museum in Boston, long ago, when I first time visited America. And then I went to the science museum, and there was one show, and one particular aspect, 25 years ago, I still remember, is the presenter presented slides and asked us to read the slide. And the slide was, Mary had a little lamb. Okay? What was the slide? Mary had a little lamb. And he made us read 3 times. He put the slide and then he switched off. Now he put the slide off and then said, all of you read again what is written. Everybody read it as Mary had a little lamb. And then he let the slide remain for some time. He said, read it again. Still everybody read it as Mary had a little lamb. And the slide was, Mary had a little lamb. So nobody read that little was written 2 times. Are you there? Yes. Once you have in your mind Mary had a, then you take it for granted. A little lamb is granted. When you take things for granted, you land up in problems. Because that keeps you fixed. In a fixed way. Once there were some hunters, they go to kill animals in the forest. So this group of hunters took one aeroplane, a private jet. They hired a private jet and they went to the forest. And then they had decided कि अपना सब hunting building हो जाएगा. उसके बाद after 3 days the pilot will come again to pick them up. So 3 दिन उन लोग ने सब hunting किया. Then the pilot comes back in again, and he sees that there are four thick fat wild buffaloes that they have hunted. So they insist that they want to put all the at least 3 buffaloes on the flight, and the pilot says there is no way that my flight can take more than 1 buffalo. But they said, no, you have to take 3 buffaloes. Pilot says, there is no way I can take 3 buffaloes. He said, last time the pilot took 3 buffaloes. We are very sure. Last time the pilot took 3 buffaloes. बहुत झगड़ा किया. Last time the pilot took 3 buffaloes. So reluctantly the pilot agreed, and somehow they squeezed in buffaloes and they were lying on the buffaloes or whatever. And the flight took off, and in between the flight went apart, and all of them were down in the forest. Somehow the flight had not yet reached higher dimensions, and they land down and they are wondering where they are. So the pilot told them, I told you that only 3 buffaloes are not allowed, only 1 buffalo, I told you. But you said last time you had taken 3 buffaloes. So he said, yes sir, last time we had taken the 3 buffaloes, and this time we are exactly in the same place where we were last time. You did not ask us whether the flight will land or not. So the moment he saw कि last time 3 ले गया था, so he took it for granted कि पहुंचा ही होगा. That he did not ask. पहुंचे थे आप? So we don't look out of the box. The mind is so fixed. The way you came and sat on the same place, exactly like this, your life is happening. Yes? Thank you, Dr. Pratap. This was wonderful.